Hey guys, this is Derek Duplessis, host of Purpose Rockstar. It's a podcast where we interview people who found purpose in their career in all kinds of fields. Today's interview is with David France, a good friend of mine. He is the top guy, the executive director for Revolution of Hope and the Roxbury Youth Orchestra. He went to the New England Conservatory and he learned about El Sistema, and it was just, love at first sight. He went over to Venezuela, saw the awesome work that was going on teaching young children classical music, and he said that he could bring this to the inner city in Boston, in Roxbury. And it's just been incredible just to think about his journey, his story from a very small island in the Caribbean to, really making sacrifices to make his dream come true. So this guy would sleep on couches and he would sleep on the concrete here in the city. He would play in the subway, still plays in the subway to this day, just to make his dream come true. So I know you really, really enjoy this interview. I was on the verge of tears while I was conducting it. Well, uh, this is going to be one of those interviews where I'm going to get verklempt several times, but I'm going to hold it together and ask you to take us to the moment, the aha moment, where things clicked for you and you said, this can actually persist and succeed.
Yeah, that aha moment when I realized that this could actually persist and keep going. Um, so I went to Roxbury and I met about 60 students that were interested. I interviewed 20, and then only 6 came on the first day. And I thought, all right, we have a start to this. And in our first concert, I said to one of our students who had been coming every day, her name is Vivian, she'd made great progress. I said, hey, Vivian, why don't you invite some of your friends to our concert? I was just really proud of their progress. And she looked at me and she said, all my friends are here. And that was really the aha moment that I realized that not only are they learning these instruments, not only are they taking this opportunity by the horns, but in this space that we've provided for them, they found a community of friends that were also becoming their family, like their best friends, and it's just really beautiful. And recently, every Friday they have these things called Friday Adventures. So many of them now come on Fridays, which is an optional day, because they know that after the program on their own, they're gonna go out to dinner together, or go ice skating together, or go to someone's house and make dinner. So realizing that the program was more than just a music program, was a safe haven, a family, was an aha moment that the seed of this tree was rooted in good soil, and that the blossoming outgrowth of the seed was going to have a beautiful future.
Beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing that. No question, I am just done emotionally, but I want to move into the lightning round, where I'm going to ask you a series of quick questions, and you're going to give us some awesome answers. Are you ready? Beautiful. What's a book you recommend for the Purpose Rockstars out there?
The Talent Code by Daniel Coyle. It's a book that looks at, it says, but basically its subtext says talent is not born, it's grown. And so it's looking at what happens in the brain when you do something consistently, the kind of environment that success thrives under, what kind of teaching that you would need to become really successful. So I look at it as an encyclopedia for myself of how you can really cultivate a space for yourself or anyone to grow.
Beautiful. What's been a habit that's been real helpful to you?
One of my habits that's been really helpful for me is just keeping a journal that I write in, and I keep track of all my new thoughts, my old thoughts, people that I've met, people that I want to keep in contact with, and I can just always I have maybe about 4 books from the last year that I've written in, and I can just look back, and if I've forgotten any like nuggets of wisdom or people, they're there, and I can just write them in a future page. But just keeping a journal of notes of things that I'm doing and things that I'm dreaming about, things that I need to get done, and just writing them down, that's been really helpful.
Beautiful. And do you have an internet resource that you use, whether it's an app or just a website?
For organization or?
For anything.
For anything. Well, I guess what comes to mind since I think of Twitter. So I've been making a lot of relationships through Twitter with the organization, and just a lot of people have been getting really excited about Twitter. So I use a tool called Tweepy, and so it's a way to find people that might be interested in what you're doing, and through a very unique way, share what you're doing with them. And so it's been a really beautiful way to connect people with what I'm doing and connect the right people and get them and people that would be really excited about what I'm doing.
Very cool. Well, the Purpose Rockstars know, and if you don't, you do know now, that all of these resources will be on the Purpose Rockstar page at purposerockstar.com. Now, we've been going through your journey, and it sounds like the classic hero story. You got, just a beautiful arc to it. But we all know that there's always folks along the way to help us out. Take some time, take 60 seconds or so, and recognize someone who's real helpful to you on your journey.
Oh, there's been so many people. The two people that come to mind right now are my current violin teachers, Roland and Almeida Vamos in Chicago, and I met them after winning the YouTube contest, and they're known as the top teaching couple for the violin and viola in the world, and they took me on as a student out of the blue. They knew nothing about me, and really early on, Mrs. Vamos said to me, "Oh, like, you like to cook?" She said, we like to eat. I'll buy the food, you cook it. And for the first summer studying with these huge teachers, I got to study with them and eat meals with them every day and just sit under their wisdom and their guidance. And they've really been investing in me so that investment spills over to the investment into the inner city youth. And so they've been really a beautiful mentors in my life.
Beautiful. Well, what are their last names again?
Vamos.
So for the power couple, the Vamoses, you are remembered. Now, this is my favorite question in this series, and I feel like you'd have a good answer to this. Given all that you've done and all that you've seen, why are you here? What's your purpose?
What's my purpose? That's a beautiful question. I really believe that that talent, when nurtured on its own, it's a great thing that we can really enjoy. But I really believe that the full enjoyment of a thing is when we give it away. And so my life motto is "Give your life away." And so it's not like the initial quote, not giving it away so that then you live in poverty, but actually like the true wealth of what it means to be alive and what it means to really enjoy and get the most out of life comes when we give our lives away.
Beautiful. This podcast is our manifestation of that very idea. So I just, check mark. That's a beautiful thing. It resonates with me, and hopefully with the Purpose Rockstars listening, it resonates with you. Now, I just want to thank you so much, because it's really been an exercise in me holding it all together, because I'm in the same business of developing young talent, especially folks who feel disenfranchised. And whether it's here in Boston or all around the world, as you say, the revolution of hope, just that idea is powerful. And just to be able to see that manifest in what you're doing is a beautiful thing. And you telling your story today, I just want to thank you for that. Well, I'd like to end with you telling us the best ways that we can follow you and keep in touch with you, and then giving us your parting words.
Sure. The best way you can follow me is through Facebook. Our Facebook page is Revolution of Hope Boston. I'm on Twitter, Rev of Hope. Our website, revolutionofhope.org. Those are a few of the best ways to follow us. And parting words, I said it earlier, whenever we take shortcuts in education, we shortchange our youth. And so just really believing and knowing that an investment in inner city youth is not only an investment in yourself and in the future, but has really powerful and beautiful dividends for the world.
Beautiful. Well, this interview I know will have powerful dividends for the world, because I'm doing the interview and it's impacting me as I speak. So I know as we share this and we give this to all the Purpose rock stars and they share this with their community, that'll have many concurrent dividends. So thank you very much, David France. And we're looking forward to you with continued success and just having Revolution of Hope flourish across this world. Thanks for joining us today for another episode of the Purpose Rockstar Show. You can find all the information from this interview, including all the resources we mentioned, at purposerockstar.com. We invite you to join the Purpose Rockstar community. Just go to purposerockstar.com, enter your name and email right on our homepage, then you'll get exclusive access to content that's only available to Purpose Rockstar members. Join today and pursue your purpose.